Coming up next on Wall Street Warriors.
Today is one of the most important days in orange juice of the year. I haven't slept in 2 days. This is, we're gonna make millions or lose millions today. It's literally gonna be like that.
So this is our parachute right up here. It hits the fan, we pull down and the parachute comes out the back. Let's see if I remember how to do this.
Everybody has their own economic interest to make as much money as they can, and they don't give a if they take your money. What is it? What's the number? What is it? Today is one of the most important days in orange juice of the year. We are going to get a look at a very, very influential private forecaster named Patty Stiegler. We're going to get a look at what she believes the next year's Florida orange juice crop will look like.
This report has become more and more of a volatile thing over the years.
The market is very jittery. It's going to be very jittery today. It comes out anytime during the trading day. Nobody knows when.
It's really a tight, closed group that determines this, crop report number.
There's a breakfast meeting going on right now. In that meeting, it is sealed doors, no telephones, no nothing. During that meeting, she will release the number, and then all pandemonium will break loose. Everybody will leave it, run out of there, get to the phones. You'll see it impacted here. This is a tough day. I haven't slept in 2 days. This is, we're going to make millions or lose millions today. It's literally going to be like that.
I'm going to work, kind of in a bad mood. I worked all weekend at SX, the restaurant. I worked Friday night, Saturday night until late, and then Sunday day. I have a cold, and yeah, it's Monday morning, so that's not helping. I just don't know if I could do it anymore, working if you do the math, it's probably like 70 hours this week that I worked. It's just like, it's a Crimea River.
This is what we're going to do. You guys are going to explain your one good trade. All of our fundamentals should be covered. All right, so Leticia, you're up.
I noticed that 120 was a resistance level before, and it was like ticking back up to that. So I thought that if it crossed that 120 level, I would get long, and it'd probably shoot up, at least 50 cents. I bought 200 shares. I don't think I was fast enough on the keyboard because I only got in around 120.12. I sold 100 shares at 120.67. When I saw that bid start dropping, and then another 100, 2 cents below.
It's okay. I like that actually. I like how you hit that when the bid started to drop. You had a bunch of things in your favor, right? You had intraday, you wanted it to be above 120. You had bids tested above 120 and it held. You had the fact that you noticed the pattern that around these whole numbers, the stock was getting real strong. It's much more important to stick with your system than it is to worry about 10 cents and 15 cents and 20 cents. You can't possibly predict the bottom and the tops of all the moves. All right? It's about developing a system. It's not about the results of one trade. I can't wait for you guys actually to show me a trade where you lost money and you told me that was a good trade, because then you're really starting to get it.
This is my 6th week of training. I believe it's the last week too. We're supposed to go live next week. I'm about to start looking for some stocks that I could possibly trade during the day. Some stocks that had some earnings report, some sort of news that would make them in play. I'm kind of curious as to how the market's going to open today, because last week was pretty crazy. Everything was down.
Last week there was a lot of problems in the credit markets, and the market moved sharply lower. I'm not an economist. I'm not a mutual fund manager. Those things, they're interesting as a backdrop for us, but the reality is that we're not investors, we're traders, and so we couldn't care less if the market goes up or down. We want it to just be moving. The volatility is our friend. That's what allows us to make money.
We're heading to Teterboro Airport to go look at a potential investment opportunity for the fund. I was contacted by a guy who's developing an equestrian ranch out in Connecticut. To my understanding, they've partially done some development and they're looking for some additional financing. I told him I was too busy to take a look, but one of the managers has a private plane. He offered to fly out, grab us, and fly us there and back. So hopefully we can have a quick round trip and see if it's something worth further pursuing. It's very important to go actually meet with local management on their terrain, go look at the property, really get a sense for things. And we need to eliminate as many risks as possible.
So this is our parachute right up here. The hits the fan, we pull down and the parachute comes out the back.
Sold you 4 lots. I sold you 5 lots.
Just telling you how I'm playing.
Waters leaked out that was supposed to be a breakfast meeting starting at 8:30 is now starting at 11:30. So we know that everything's been pushed back for about an hour and a half or so.
Last year, I think it happened at around 1 o'clock almost. Yeah. Other years, it's happened 10:30. I've seen every year almost a different time.
Our expectation is somewhere between 155 million and 170 million boxes of juice is what we think is going to be here. Anything in there, we should be okay. Anything outside of that, we're going to have to fight for our lives. Roger, what do you expect the number to be?
Because I asked you that because I know a year ago we were at Yankee Stadium drinking beers. Do you remember that?
Right.
And you nailed it.
I nailed
so
it.
You know
yeah.
something?
I was right on.
Subscribing to you.
I mean, I think 155 is what the industry says will be the number.
What number are you looking for?
Maybe 140, 150. I think will be bullish. What do you think?
I think that we can get to 125 to 135.
I think it'll be more like around a 147, 140. I think it'll be under 150. I would be surprised if it's over 150.
125 to 135. Above 135, I'm selling.
Today we just wait around and stare at one another and try and figure out what we're going to do. Hence the signs, so we don't waste our breath with people coming over and asking us questions.
Leave me alone!
Go away. That's actually Dave's sign. Everybody asks, like anybody who does business, you see the signs over there? Everyone says, what's the number going to be? So you just put it up to leave us alone, you know, go away.
Leave us alone. We're closed.
I will tell you that I did wear my famous orange shirt in honor of today. But, you know, if I lose a couple of million, it will be burned.
Coming up next on Wall Street Warriors.
As an investment property, I can't see where this is going to go anywhere but up.
Everybody has their own economic interest to make as much money as they can, and they don't give a if they take your money. What is it? What's the number? What is it? I'll sell you 10 on my one. And 1,000 with it. We opened here at 10 o'clock, and it was very, very wild, very hyper trading around the ring and the options as final bets are being made in front of this number.
Everybody's positioned right now. Everybody's waiting.
It's a nerve game. I mean, you look around, you see people are actually a little nervous. You know, there's a lot of money at stake.
People's heads turn purple and you know, rivers of sweat run down their face.
I mean, I went through these reports where I went home down $100,000 to $200,000.
People see their IRA evaporating or stuff like that. A lot of human drama here.
People are chewing this gum, this caffeine gum, like they need it in there to get their heart rates really up.
10 it!
The hate index is probably nearing an all-time high in here because everybody hates everybody in this pit.
Hey! Element to get in the pit, both feet in the green. NFL rules.
Almost on every single trade, there's either a comment made or somebody's nickeling or diming the market. Ridiculous.
camera down.
Everybody has their own economic interest to make as much money as they can. And personally, they don't give a if they take your money. I mean, 1 minute they'll be your friend and they tell you how great you are and how great you look and da-da-da, let's get together. And on the other hand, they're stealing money from your other pocket while you're not looking. Of course I'm doing it. But I try to be, hey, you look good today. And then I pickpocket them. But it's all going on. I think over time, everybody realizes that everybody's got their hand in everybody's pocket and it's what's going on. Everybody's trying to everybody as much as they can.
One of the core values of our desk is the sharing of information.
It's really a team environment, Everyone shares their ideas.
Yeah.
Each trader gets to hear other traders' thoughts on the desk as to what stock they believe will be the best stocks to trade for the day. That way we all benefit.
No, it's just the same thing. I mean, it had a big explosive move.
If someone, says, oh, I think this stock is going to be in play, and it turns out someone else trades it and loses a lot of money, you can't be mad at that person because they told you to trade that stock, It's your responsibility.
You're only as good as the stocks that you trade. You can be a great trader, but if you can't identify the right stocks to be in, you'll struggle to make money. Right now I'm watching Apple computer, which is down about 2.5 points. That's the type of movement that allows me to make money. You can draw a trend line here. This is trending down. But you can see as it moved back up, it couldn't reach the previous high, and it pulled back again. 140 can act as a big support level. It's about a point from there right now, so I'm watching it to see if it shows some support. If it does, I'll probably look to get long. As long as there's movement, you can make money.
Northeast to clear the class Bravo and squawking 4541. Okay, what we're going to do is just a quick circle around the horse farm.
As far as looking to invest into the property, there's not a better way to see all the land than to look over top to see what's everything around it, what's the community really like, what are the road accesses like.
This is the whole property right here. You can see the indoor riding facility, which is the largest structure, and the two roads that fork off.
Fantastic. How much land is in total you guys have?
It's 103 acres.
Wow. But do you guys have horses there already?
Yeah, 40 of them.
That's great. And what's the capacity going to be?
It's going to be about 65. We actually have a waiting list right now.
So there's a major demand for that type of service then?
It's a huge demand, and this is one of the few, if not the only, gated equestrian community within a 2-hour drive of New York City.
Wow.
6026 kilos chicken in 5,500. Let's see if I remember how to do this. Welcome to Waterbury, Oxford. So this is the beginning of Willow Creek Equestrian Facility. We've gotten approval to build 24 high-end boutique homes.
Pretty out here.
Here and 2 more lots over here. As an investment property, I can't see where this is going to go anywhere but up.
Yeah.
The large tracts of land in Connecticut are rapidly disappearing, especially within a 2-hour drive of New York City.
Sure.
You can't get into Greenwich anymore. Driving out to the Hamptons is almost impossible. So this is the indoor riding ring. It's one of the larger indoor facilities in Connecticut. It's great in the winter. The heat tends to stay in the building, so it's good for the horses and it's good for the humans. First home we're building is right over here. I'll have a pool out in the back.
How much money have you guys put into here already?
$7 million. Having an extra couple $1 million will allow us to plow a bunch of money into marketing. We think in this market at this time that it's going to generate a lot higher price per home. The French doors opening out to the back.
That's pretty cool.
And it's a wonderful view.
Different world. We'd structure it in a manner that's really not risky.
What's a typical return for a good sub-debt piece for you?
I give up return for risk. I kind of look for a 15 to 25% return in my analysis on businesses. 3 years, usually not beyond a 3-year term.
I think we're in a
As far as my hedge fund goes, we launched one of our programs last month. We did about 5.5%, 6%. We had a tremendous month. We are trading big assets in orange juice, as well as launching in all the other markets. Right now, we're up $149,387, for today, right now, in our open trade equity. So right now, we're having a good day, and something more to watch, like a roulette wheel here you watch. But we're, now we're up 150,000. Let's get it on. So we're getting ready for all hell to break loose in here, you think, though? Right here now, for the most part, all bets have been made, and it's just a wait-and-see attitude. Everybody's just hanging out waiting. It can come out at any moment, all hell can break loose in here.
I tell you exactly what happens. The phone rings like it's ringing. Somebody gives a number. You'll see a group of traders just start doing something in the market. When you see like the volume increase and the market move pretty quickly, you pretty much know that the number's out.
It's out at 110. 110 is when it's out, just like last year.
Everybody's just waiting and looking and trying to figure out what the number is, and every little movement in the market, everybody feels that the number's out, somebody knows something, and it's every year.
It's coming out.
It comes out anytime. They have a closed-door meeting. Anytime when they decide to release a number, it's chaos.
Falling asleep. So much adrenaline is expended waiting for this number that it's, You wait.
2 minutes. 120 foot. 165 days.
Hey! Wes! What's the number? What is it? What's the number? What is it? 200? Our expectation is somewhere between 155 million and 170 million boxes of juice is what we think is going to be here. Anything outside of that, we stand to lose a couple $1 million.
The most difficult thing was getting the approvals to do the lots. The second most difficult thing was getting in the roads. We've done that, and this is where the value really comes in, is right now, which is why we're looking for the equity partner.
And that's when you really need the money now, is to finalize all the all the marketing pieces, get into the development and stuff like that, so you can actually start selling off the lots.
And banks aren't very good at financing marketing.
Companies, as they're in their launch phase, like you guys are, that part of it would be typical of our fund.
The equestrian facility is a wonderful thing. It makes it unique.
Sure.
And if you have a unique property and a good product, then
that gives
people will come and buy it.
Differentiation, some saleability.
Exactly.
James, thanks again for the time. This is fantastic. We'll look forward to following up.
It's a pleasure.
So after work today, we're all going out bowling to celebrate the end of training, and we're actually supposed to go live with Real Money next week. Bowling night was great. It was really interesting and fun to see the people you work with in a different type of setting, a lot more relaxed, not behind a computer. We had two teams, the team of rookies and then the senior traders. It was a good time, we bonded.
I don't know what the score is, but I know we're winning. Kicking our ass.
their asses. As much as bowling night was fun, it was definitely bittersweet because, you know, my parents are now living in Paris and they've been insistent on me going out there, giving it a try, seeing what the financial world is like. So I'm seriously thinking about giving Paris a try.
It happens. Sometimes it doesn't work out the right way. In this case it didn't, but 200 million crop.
Well, 160.
145. A total surprise here. It came out of 200 million boxes. Marketplace was looking for 145, 150. We're down the limit. In terms of us, we're hurt. We're gonna have to figure it out. Want to stick these in? Natural gas is f***ing down. Oh.
This is a bloodbath.
Yeah, this is brutal. You know, the highest estimate I heard was 180, and that was even laughed at. So this number comes out of 200 million boxes. It's a complete bloodbath for the industry in terms of pricing. And, you know, we're gonna just head down and down and down now in here. But I told you, when you put a random variable into a marketplace, it can happen. And unfortunately it happened. We covered too early, so we're kind of behind the 8 ball here a little bit now. We're gonna have to scrounge around, take a look at our position and see, you know, how we can repair it and figure it out from there. Altogether, pretty for us. Pretty for us, but we'll be back, we'll come back. It's happened before, it'll happen again. Thank God we're net way ahead, so it does help. So I'm out $910,000. Just vanished into thin air. I don't want them knowing. It ended up in somebody else's account, basically. Somebody else's account picked it up.
Canceled it, Brian.
Glad I wore this suit today. All right, fire this puppy up.
Give him a little cowardly line from the Wizard of Oz.
Well, it's going to be, you know, we're going to be the last. Hold on, I'm going to have to kill somebody. Who did that? There's no volatility. What you need to do is take on, that whole ring will be gone this afternoon. I will kill them all. You're all dead.
Coming up next on Wall Street Warriors.
I sold you 507! I screamed sold! I don't want to hear it! I said sold!
Hopefully you've been keeping up with the Sanders. We're at $58 a share, so we're about up 16 points.
You got profits of about $240,000.
Today I'm taking a helicopter out to a polo match in the Hamptons.
Team Black Watch are victors today.
I have a job interview in Paris in 2 days, and I'm just trying to get there as soon as I can.
Hi, darling. Welcome home again. Oh, hi.
Good afternoon. Is Charles available, please? Lance and I have a lot of fun at different ways of getting through the secretaries. How you doing, Tiffany? You know, you gotta flirt with them a little bit, you gotta crack jokes.
You sound like you're hot. How old are you?
Well, you know I'm just calling to talk to you in the first place.
If I was over there, I'd definitely be taking you out.
Paul, we had a conversation a while back. I sent him.
Hello, Mike. Hey, it's Jim, your favorite broker up in New York. Have you been following the SanDisk story at all? Exactly, yeah. So they had earnings last Thursday, and they actually came out with a great number. The street was expecting 15 cents. They came in at 30. You got profits of about 40%, about 240,000 US.
I got more good news for you, man. Hopefully you've been keeping up with the SanDisk. I know you're busy as hell, but we're at $58 a share. So we're about up 16 points, and I think you have 3,000 shares with us. Yeah. So, yeah, I just wanted to touch base with you. Everything's looking good.
So your account looks very good right now. Absolutely. It's a pleasure speaking with you. Bye-bye.
It's just so much easier to call people when your stock's up 16 points. It's a pleasure to talk to them, actually.
The way we do business is we introduce ourselves over the phone, so it's a very cold relationship starting off.
No, I'd love an opportunity to bring you on board, make you some good money in the markets.
The one thing that can change that very drastically is if a guy sends you some money and you put them in stock and it goes up like SanDisk did. Most of our clients are up about 40% right now. Well, it is now. I don't know how much you sent me, but I turned it into 16. And 2 months ago, they Jim who? Oh yeah, you're that guy. Hang on, I got another call. But now it's like, we're actually have a relationship with these guys. So it's just been a lot of fun. Talk to everybody, let them know how much they're up. You got in at $45 and change. It's at $57. They have whatever $1 million in the stock, and it goes up 15% in a week. They look at it and they're like, hell yeah, look what these guys are doing for me. Where are these two Southern clowns? Let me give them a call and see what's going on.
I'm packing for Paris today. I'm flying out in just a couple hours. I have a job interview in Paris in 2 days, and I'm just trying to get there as soon as I can. I had to leave SMB. I talked to Mike and Steve. I told them that even though I loved working there, training there, my parents moved back to Paris, and they're really insisting on me going out there and giving it a try. Mike understood my reasons, and they're really understanding about it. I should get out of here. I have a lead at a structured finance company in Paris. A friend of mine from school heard that they were looking for some junior analysts. I think they like the fact that I speak 3 languages and that I'm comfortable in France. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing my family again, but it's hard leaving New York because if I do get this job, I don't know when I'm coming back. I've been here for 7 years now. I went to school here. A lot of my friends live here, so it's definitely going to be a tough decision to make if I have to stay there.
I'm running late. Not surprised, right? Today I'm taking a helicopter out to a polo match in the Hamptons. The co-owner of Jet One Jets, Louis Satimo, was nice enough to offer to fly me out. I think if I need a seatbelt, I have bigger things to worry about, right? During the summer, I rent a place in the Hamptons, so it's a good way to get out of the city, do some networking with clients of mine and other potential business partners, and as well, this weekend with my charity, I'm running a charity raffle to raise money for breast cancer research at the Bridgehampton Polo event. So we've got the Bridgehampton attire on. This is a beautiful way to travel.
last couple of weeks, cotton has come off pretty substantially. It was trading upwards of 65 to 66 cents. It's now 60 and a half, and a lot of people are attributing it not only to a slightly bigger supply overseas of cotton than was expected, but also to the whole rough and tumble that Wall Street's been seeing the last couple of weeks. The subprime mortgage market is really having an effect across the board with all the markets. It's not been good for a lot of people's pension funds. Anyway.
So right now, we're not sure what kind of day we're going to get. We might get a direction out of where we open. You'll find out what kind of day it's going to be early, at least. You know, it's excitable.
Most openings seem chaotic. It's not always the most erratic time of the day, but it seems like it because you have a bunch of different trades that are explosively all occurring at once. Doug just bought 2,000 Dex 7 because of 45. I gotta go. Everybody has to buy what they've got to buy. Sold 200! Sold 200! And sell what they have to sell on that opening bell. So it's a fanfare of screaming and yelling. Dex 70 calls! How are they? Dex 60 calls! Half double, Dex 63 calls.
Coming up next on Wall Street Warriors.
And is Brad in? He's not. All right, I'll give him a call back. Thank you.
If you want that $1 million guy, the guy who's 20 million in the market, you won't get to talk to him easily.
Well, I mean, it's not rocket science either. He's in or he's not in.
I sold you 507! I screamed sold! I don't want to hear it! I screamed sold at 27. He didn't hear me scream sold, and he bid 8. Can't do that.
You guys self-funded the whole thing, or you guys brought in some institutional backers?
So far, self-funded venture with our own money, but at this point, our growth is so quick, and our potential to do well over $100 million in the next 12 months is there. So we're bringing in some institutional money.
Invested up to $10 million per company in about 20 businesses a year.
Right. We're looking probably for about $5 to $8 million. So that's the sweet spot for you.
It's a lifestyle package. Helicopters, boats, planes. It's a luxury, right?
That's what we're selling. It's a lifestyle.
Yeah.
Well, we're arriving at East Hampton Airport right now. Right now, we got some ground transportation. I got us a limo to head on over to Bridgehampton Polo at the Jet One Jet Stadium and meet a lot of good people.
That's great.
And
That
have
should be a
good
lot
time.
of fun.
Dex 62 called 10 bid. I don't know if there's any volume on that. We're bouncing hard. First thing this morning, puts were getting bought, and the market held miraculously and then started bouncing back up, and that's when the call covering started coming in. So there was a lot of call buying. Dex 74. 40 bid, 40 bid, 40 bid. 40 bid at 5.
It's busy as it's been in quite some time. This pit has become extremely crowded, so it's tough to hear.
3,7,400. 375 bid.
330. There's a lot going on, and sometimes you're trying to block out everything to see what's close to you, and sometimes what you're blocking out is what you really need to pay attention to.
You bought about 500. Hey, Max! Sold! Sold! I said sold at 7! I screamed sold! I said yes! I said sold! 500! 500's at 7! I sold you 500 at 7! Guy was 27 bid for the next 72 calls. I screamed sold, and that means that I'm committing to sell whatever he's got in his hand at 27. He didn't hear me scream sold, and he bid 8 and started buying 8s from people when I was at 7. Can't do that. I screamed sold! I don't want to hear it! I said sold! I think I have a pretty loud voice. I ran over to make perfectly clear that I said sold at 7. Next 72 calls! He gave me the 500. So they accepted it.
There are very few people that would not help you out. The guys that don't usually don't get recognized as readily by all the brokers. And these guys, they're amazing. They'll give up their profit just to help you out of an error.
75 call pence.
4090 just
Would be into the Is Jim available? Good afternoon. Is Brad in? He's not. All right, I'll give him a call back. All right, thank you, ma'am.
If you want that $1 million guy, the guy who's 20 million in the market, you won't get to talk to him easily.
Well, I mean, it's not rocket science. Either he's in or he's not in.
These guys are CEOs. Yeah. A lot of them are CEOs of publicly traded companies. So the secretaries won't let you through.
I can't just start saying numbers and his private personal information. Just let him know I'm on the line, please.
Their job is to not put all these calls through and waste his time.
You're gonna have to be very persistent, get to know those secretaries, get past the secretary, then get to the PA.
Call them a few times, get to know certain things about them. You know, you call them back, you know. They drop little hints each time. Use their hints against them.
You want to be as vague as possible. Is Georgian?
Right, I understand that, right. It's not a sales call, man, okay?
It's really not sales calls, it's really new business, and you're calling to introduce yourself.
Once he knows I'm on the line, I'm sure he'll take the call. Thank you. You tell me he has no idea who Richie is.
Lance and I have a lot of fun at different ways of getting through the secretaries. You know, you gotta flirt with them a little bit, you gotta crack jokes.
You sound like you're hot. How old are you? If I was over there, I'd definitely be taking you out. Like, how's your boss treat you? You just try to get the conversation going because they get a lot of these calls every day.
Whatever you think you're gonna say and you think you're original, they've heard it 10 times before.
There's some that are pit bulls. You know, we call them the gatekeepers. Good afternoon, is Charles available, please? He is. Yeah, it's Jim.
You just gotta try to break the ice a little bit.
How you doing, Tiffany?
They get to know your voice after a while, and they're like, oh, is this Lance? You're like, yeah, I only call to talk to you, blah, blah, blah.
All day, huh? Well, you know I'm just calling to talk to you in the first place.
And eventually, maybe they'll have a good day or something, they'll pass you through to the guy.
Any chance we could just talk on the phone, hang out for a little bit, maybe he walks by and you patch me through?
For the most part, those girls are tough, man.
You have a meeting too now? All right. You promise? All right, I'll let you go. I know you're busy. I'll speak to you soon. Thank you. She wasn't really feeling it. Lots of times I don't. I'm not exactly a ladies' man. She likes to play hard to get, I guess you'd say.
It's like 9 a.m. Paris time. I'm on my way to my parents' place. I feel okay, I'm not too tired. I'm probably gonna crash in like an hour or two though, because I haven't really slept. The sky's gray, typical of Paris. It's actually not even that bad because I see patches of blue sky, but I mean, it's typically gray and low and cloudy. I know Paris pretty well. I spent a couple years here growing up before moving back to New York. My parents met in New York and I was born there. And then after 7 years living there, we moved to Germany. I went to French school in Germany, so you know we basically spoke French while I was in Germany. And then I moved to Paris. I moved back to New York in 2001 and I spent 2 years at the French high school in New York, so you know my education is French. But I did go to NYU, and the past 4 or 5 years, I've just immersed myself more in an American culture. All my friends are now American, so, you know, I really have a little bit of both cultures in me.
Oh non, hi da. Oui. Hi darling, welcome home again. Oh, hi.
I miss you. Ça va et toi, c'est?
Ouais. It took me 2 hours to get from the airport
to my parents' house. My job interview is tomorrow, and I haven't slept in like 24 hours. I just can't wait to get some rest.
Coming up next on Wall Street Warriors.
Lucky you, you're from New Jersey, the finest state in the union, and you can have your local beer right here in Fairfield. Yeah!
We're at Cricket Hill Brewery tonight. It's a good place to come and test some free beer.
Laetitia, t'as rendez-vous là pour le boulot?
Ouais. My mom wanted to know everything about the interview that's coming up tomorrow, which I didn't even feel like talking about.
What's his name?
Richard.
You don't know?
Richard.
Hey, 65 and 6 pounds! 35, 69! Sorry!
The market closes at 2:15, and I usually leave pretty soon thereafter. I have been living in New Jersey since birth, but I did take a little respite, and I went to college in Vermont, and then I moved back. When I come home from work, this is the first place I go. I come out here and I water, and I just love it. It's very therapeutic to me, and I think it balances your day out because you're screaming and yelling and jumping around like a lunatic, and now you're doing something very calm, and it's nice.
You go to Europe, you'll come back and tell me how great it was. Wherever you went, you're gonna have local beers, you have local wine, and I'm saying, lucky you, you're from New Jersey, the finest state in the union, and you can have your local beer right here in Fairfield. Yeah!
We're at Cricket Hill Brewery tonight. It's a good place to come and test some free beer. The guy in here that owns this brewery is just fantastic. So a bunch of my friends and I came down here tonight just to check out the new brews. It's a really nice way to end your day.
This is the beer you should have in your refrigerator. We're in New Jersey. We make the finest stuff in the world. We make Jersey girls, we make Jersey corn, and we make Cricket Hill beer.
We were running late. We took the helicopter out today, and we actually just barely made it on time to get everything set up before these mobs of people came here. So luckily, we just made it. Today we're doing a raffle with Acorn Charities Group, which is a charity I founded this year. Jessica's my marketing director, and this is our launch event. 100% of all proceeds raised today go to help support people that are fighting cancer. And my mother passed away from cancer when I was 6, so I'm very passionate about trying to raise money. This is a bag by Prada. This is Michael Kors. This is BC. This is a very high net worth crowd. It's an invitation-only event. I'm running the only charity here, so these are very good people to be networking with. A lot of them are business owners, people that we can potentially invest in, people that are potential investors for our fund, just good networking and community involvement in general, which I do a lot of business in this community, so it's very good for my corporate image as well.
Fierce sends it well up and through for the score. Fierce again.
We're going to go hand out the trophy to the winners of the Bridgehampton polo match. I'm going to Jet 1 Jets to present the trophy right now.
The Team Black Watch are victors today.
It was an awesome day today. We've got a whole bunch of stuff to pack back. Have to go meet with a bunch of different clients of mine. We're going to go out for dinner, a whole bunch of us. I have to go take care of some final items with the raffle and charity, and then have to go meet the second crew of people out later tonight. So, busy night still ahead.
Got my mind
peu d'eau là, quelqu'un.
Laetitia, tu peux me donner de l'eau, s'il te plaît? Tu es fatiguée, non?
Ouais.
Oh là là.
Tu peux dormir un petit peu?
Juste 1 heure ou 2 dans l'avion, quoi.
T'avais
des de secours? Ouais. I was waiting for my mom to come home all day, and I was really happy when she came home and cooked dinner for the whole family. It was good for the 4 of us to sit down, you know, and just be all together. We talked about how life was in New York. My mom wanted to know everything about the interview that's coming up tomorrow, which I didn't even feel like talking about because I was just so tired from the flight.
T'as rendez-vous là pour le boulot?
Ouais.
What's his name first?
Richard.
You don't know?
Richard.
Oh, Richard.
Is he an American or a French person?
American.
He's American.
And is he working for a big firm or what is it?
His own company. I think it's a smaller company.
Did he post an ad or how did you get
I met
to
someone
him?
at NYU who gave me his email address because they told me he was looking for someone in Paris. So I sent him my resume. I know he wants to meet me.
So you sent him an email. You said you were looking for a job in Paris?
Yeah.
Oh, great. That's good news. Et qu'est-ce qu'il fait? Il travaille pour... C'est quoi? C'est une banque? C'est
il a
investment?
sa propre compagnie. C'est un banquier. Genre il aide les compagnies qui ont des problèmes financiers.
And what kind of a job do you think he's going to offer you?
An analyst level job. I mean, if he does offer a job, I don't know. I mean, that's
If he offered it to you, would you love to take it and stay here in Paris with
I
us?
don't know. I have to see. It depends. I have to think about it.
You have to think about it, huh? Even though we would love to have you here with us, you know?
Yep.
Yeah, because you don't have a job in New York anyway, so at least you will have something here.
You know.
You have a busy day, it's nice to step away and take some putts. It's all about being relaxed.
Oh, this is a miss for sure. See? Didn't even sniff it.
He's got a close-up of your mullet right now, Lance.
Yeah, he does.
Lance, you pretty much suck at this thing. You had a great future at the putt and putt, dude. You can be the ball guy.
You got a good future as a caddy, son.